Hello, everyone. It's a lunchtime live.
Hello!
Bonjour, Nathalie. Bonjour, Nat. Comment ça va?
Bonjour, Rachel. Super! How are you?
Ça va très bien.
Ah, parfait.
So, we have a class tonight called the Business, Money, and Profit class. And I'm going to say, did you ever have this like inner joy in regard to that you can bring work that allows people that are very different, me and you,
Yes, exactly.
that allow people that are very different, in other words, they have different abilities, they have different capacities, to actually do what they love to do and charge for their abilities and capacities and ask for what they require to be the contribution they know they can be. That's what this is about for me.
Yeah, exactly. And it's also, it seems in a way too easy. But on the
Yeah.
other hand, it doesn't work to adapt and try always to fit in and do it the other way. Whereas a different way, it's such a bigger contribution.
You said something brilliant though. I was on a call with Shannon O'Hara yesterday, who is an Access Consciousness certified facilitator and a Talk to the Entities, the creator of Talk to the Entities. And she said, I'm paraphrasing, what she said is, we're not shown to be different. Like
Yeah,
nobody, what she said is, nobody shows us to be different, you know?
exactly. Yeah.
And so, in regard to business, I know that I've told you that I believed that I was rubbish at business because I didn't do judgment.
Yeah,
You
that
know,
was so huge. Yes.
so huge. And so, one of the things that I do and be is contribution. And so, maybe today we'll talk about your, like, you have beautiful skills and abilities with furniture, restoration, um, particularly taking something that's uncared for, left there. I just get so happy when we talk about this.
Oh, yeah, I love it too.
And like a Queen
Making
Anne
furniture
chair.
sing.
Yeah, you actually have this amazing ability to make furniture sing again. And one of the things that I sometimes go when I see, I'm in the UK right now, and there's a lot of old houses, and
Yeah.
Troy, a friend of ours, is at a big fair today, a big antique fair, and I see these beautiful golden paintings, with gold
Mm.
surroundings, and these beautiful Queen Anne chairs, and the beautiful desk I have behind me, and they're left rot, and they're going to like landfill. And the ability, like, this is a very unique ability and capacity that you have to engage with this furniture and make it greater, which is, it's it's the very thing that when you're trying to fit in. So let's say Nat goes to school, you grew up in Belgium, um here's your degree, here's what you should do, da 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 da. And
Hmm.
so instead of nurturing what you be and do naturally, which is what the Joy Business is about.
Yeah, the questions I've had is like, oh, is that a proper work? Is that a proper business? Or is that just to keep you busy? It's like, oh, interesting point of view. Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't even fit in my brain. I suppose that this is where I probably, the reason that we get on so well is that I would see you with a very specific ability and skill set. And I've seen your work. You've sent me photographs of your work. I've seen what you produce. And for me to have something beautiful in your home, I'm not sure, like, on the list of priorities, where that lies for some people, but that's actually a priority for me, that I live in a home that has this aesthetic of nurturing and beauty for me. And so, yeah, isn't it funny,
Yeah.
how people would put doubt in your world? And so, if you're out there and I am going to say you're very different in regard to business. you know. And there are quite a few people that are very different in regard to business. For me, it can't be all about the money. I love money. You love money. We love money. It has to be too about me being proud of what I bring, you know, me developing my specific skills and capacities I didn't even know that I had. Like, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
exactly. And it's by experiencing and following that thread of fun, joy, that you get there bit by
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah, I did a session with a client of mine who I adore this morning, and she told me that when she's working, like she works with like beauty, but in a very different way, like skincare, like very different. And she loves the way people's faces get happier and more alive. And I was just looking at, she said to me, there's no time, like time goes out the window when I'm doing it, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm the same.
Yeah.
I know you're the same when you're working with
Yeah.
fabric. My mom had this with fabric as well. And it's just so beautiful to put your energy into something that you truly love and that you're proud of. And so if you're out there and you know you require, I'm not sure what it's like for you, Nat, but every now and then I require to go work with someone. You know, I'm working with someone at the moment to look at like what is it I want to create with my business. And am I prioritizing that, or am I looking after other people, like, or what I've decided I should do, other people's needs, wants, desires? Do I prioritize that instead of getting interested in what I'm capable of, you know, with these skills and abilities that I hadn't even tapped into before Joy Business, you know, and I had them the whole time.
Yeah.
And so if you're out there and you're doubting yourself, which is lack of presence with your own reality and what you're capable of, or maybe you have like, you know, we talk about fear as a gatekeeper, a gate master. If you have these fears, if you don't start, you've already failed.
Exactly.
You know, and the one thing about me is I always show up and I follow the, you know, the yellow brick road, you know, follow the yellow brick road, and I follow those pings. And in the strangest of ways, like I called someone today who has done classes with me and she lives in Strasbourg, and she was like, hey, will you come to Strasbourg and facilitate a class? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but this reality, the rules and regulations of business would say, sit down at your desk, Rachel. Whereas I was like, where am I needed? Where am I required? Where can I contribute to? And that takes me in this different direction of me being me and engaging. And I guess when we look at what we require, I require to live in a world where people can access the information about business can be ease. You can create another revenue stream if that's what you require, what you need. Of course, you know, you can add to your life and you can actually do what you love and make money. And you may have points of views, which we both know about,
Yes.
like massive points of views where you're avoiding and defending or trying to control what you're capable of, you know?
Yes, and limit so much.
Yeah.
Whereas there is so much more possible. As you say, you're so good at bringing light to people.
Yeah.
And switching on their switches.
Ding,
And
ding, ding,
making them
ding.
realize, like, hello, look at what's possible. Oh shit, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
And that's these tools and your energy that just bring and open up a totally new world of so much more possibilities.
I'm glad you said this. Your ability, which is your generative capacity, along with these tools, and then you can create what you desire. And if you're out there and you're like, it's not available to me, it's not available to you if you say it's not available to you.
Yeah.
You know? The thing about this is then you're not willing to be present with what you require and what you need from a place of what do I actually need for my living to work for me, not from what I'm missing. What is it that I can ask for? What is it that I can choose? And then in this class that we have tonight, Business, Money and Profit, folks, it's 300 euro or dollars. They reduced the price from 650 because she
Yeah.
wants to get it out into the world more, you know.
Mm.
You 4 weeks, 75-minute sessions in regard to you engaging in what you require and what you desire to create. And one of my favorite sayings, Gary Douglas always says, if wishes were horses, then beggars would ride. You know,
Wow. Yeah.
you could be wishing that you can have it and be acting like a beggar at the side of the road, waiting for someone to drop you a pound or a euro. Or you could actually change your point of view and be willing to be that which can create and which will create. Yeah.
Yeah. It's the first step to take.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Start
it
going.
does.
Come on.
Let's go.
Take
And it,
action. Yeah.
and it does require courage. You
Yeah.
know, it does. I mean, if it didn't, everyone would be doing it. You know, it does require courage to step in and go, hey, this is what I require, and I'll have the magic, I'll have the miracles, I'll have the possibility, I am capable, and I'm going to go even if I'm like exterified.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. That fear is just something to get rid of more
Yeah.
and more and more and more every time.
And the beautiful thing about fear is, even if I've been fearful, I've showed up. And once I've showed up, that fear has just like gone off
Yeah.
into another room. You know, it just, Shannon O'Hara said, and I do quote Shannon a lot because there are certain people who inspire me in regard to business. She's one of them. There are very few people that really inspire me, and she is one of them. And that's
She's amazing. Yeah.
And so she says, you've got to be, the only way that you're going to get over your story of yourself is to create a new future, a different future, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Me too. And so
Yeah.
if you're done with the stories of what you can't and blah, because I'm wrong, blah, and if you're willing to gift yourself a greater future, it's there for you. And you've got to be willing to have it and receive it.
And if you want to, you can. Everybody can.
Everyone can.
Everyone.
I'm both of us have 3 kids, and my 2 youngest are 25 and 26, and they're both in their dream job, soccer coaches in Toronto. They work in the same club, and these are 2 kids that were like, they didn't fit in, but no one showed them to be different. With the Joy Business Tools and with my, like you, when we come to our kids, I'm pretty aggressively present in my awareness of what they require to actually thrive, you know. They've both created something that everyone else told them, no, you can't. But I used to say, yes, you can. You can. What's required, what you require for this. And so we know that there are infinite possibilities available. The question is, are you willing to know that for you? Isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Willing to know and go for it.
Yeah. I mean, the willing to have the awareness, you've got to be willing. Awareness won't create. You've got to be willing to go for it and take action for sure.
Exactly. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Can't wait.
Come join us. I would love to have you on if you're watching and you know, hey, I require some support, some vavavoom, get my mojo going again. You know, I found myself in that place where I required to get my mojo going again. And we would love to have you. True?
Yes, definitely. But can we change altogether? I mean, the more we are, the more these tools just
totally
change the whole future, not only for us, but for many more people.
And everyone connected to us, our kids, our families, so that they begin to see that there is a different reality available in regard to business, that it doesn't have to be stressful on your body and, you know, taking energy from your body instead of your body being included. Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you so much for this conversation. We hope this contributed to you. And how does it get any better than this? And what would it be like if you knew you could create business, money, do your job from a place of peace and relaxation? That's the miracle for me anyway, because I was so stressed, you know. Beautiful.
Thank you, Rachel.
Can't wait. Bye.
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 Hope
Bye,
to see
everyone.
you.